Hey guys, welcome back to another video with your main man Smooth Marky. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you 10 tips and tricks to make your house look a lot better. Now the first tip is you just want to change up the shapes of the blocks. Now this depends on what kind of blocks you're building in. If you're wanting to do the kind of house like I'm doing, you don't have to build it in jungle wood or some kind of woods from a tree. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to misplace these blocks, so instead of facing up they're going to be facing sideways to really change the mood and to change the house look so it really stands out, so people actually want to look at it and they think that you just spent hours and hours designing this house. And it's really easy to design this house, and then you got to mix up the blocks. So don't just go in with all the same blocks. Mix up the side of the blocks, build a frame around the house. Now, when you're starting out with a block, you gotta imagine this stuff. I can't imagine this stuff for you. You gotta imagine this. I'm just trying to show you guys. I'm not trying to teach you guys how to build this house in particularly. I'm just trying to teach you guys how to make your house better. Now, that's been 3 tips. And another tip that I suggest you do is build a balcony. And first, you just gotta knock out the entrance and find the middle of your house, because that's probably the most important thing before you put down the actual balcony around the house, because you got to know the middle of the house. And usually I like to do this every 3 blocks. You lay down a new beam to hold up the balcony, because if you don't lay down beams, it's just going to look like a floating balcony and nobody's going to really think it looks nice. So you got to make it look realistic. And you gotta make it stand out. This is gonna make people think that your house is the nicest house. They're gonna be like, whoa, I can't believe he built that. They're gonna think you're a pro builder in Minecraft if you're building your houses like this. And this is a really simple and easy way to build these houses. And change up the wood. Right now I'm using wooden slabs, and that's probably the best thing to use when you're building these balconies, is to use wooden slabs. And just bring it all the way around your house. The look that I'm actually heading for right now is I'm looking for like an old Western hotel. So, I mean, you might not be wanting to build an old Western hotel. You might be wanting to build an office. You might be wanting to build a house. You might be wanting to build something else, but I'm just looking for that old Western look. So you might want to change up the wood and vary your colors depending on what you're actually trying to build. And what I always tell people is change up the wood. Don't just go out building with one set color, because then it's just going to look just too bland and nobody's going to want to really look at it, and everybody's going to think you're an inexperienced builder and you can only really build with one kind of wood. And the reason that I'm actually building this house with wood is because I just want to show you guys that you can make a very simple house with very simple materials that also looks nice, as long as you vary your colors. And this is really easy stuff to find. Most beginners will be able to find all this, and it just really makes the house stand out and pop. And if you guys actually want to know what I'm doing, I'm actually varying this by 3, and I actually knock out one doorway and one doorway, and I actually left the one would have 2 doorways just to kind of mix it up to make the house stand out a little bit, because if you just keep on doing the same patterns, it just won't look nice. It won't fit in. So that's why you want to vary your door shapes. You want to try to mix it up, really set the tone so your house looks nice. And what I'm about to do here is, I really like to do this, is you just put these beams going straight across to the other side. And when you actually do this, it actually makes it look like there's real beams holding up the pieces of wood, and it looks like they're actually attached to something, because like I said earlier, if you don't do this, it's just going to look like they're floating. But I mean, if you like the floating look, you know, you don't have to put these beams on. You could leave them off if you want, or you can make them a different color if you want. But like I said, for every house it's going to be different, because you're not heading for the same look, or you might be heading for the same look. If you're heading for the same look, then this build will help you out tremendously. But like I said, if you're not heading for the same look, you might just have to take some of these tips that I'm giving you with the beams and whatnot and introduce them to the look of your house. And like I said, this video is mostly for people that got block houses and they're just wanting to change them into something that looks nice. And see, now I'm putting the roof onto the house, and it's actually underneath those beams, so it looks like the beams are going straight over the house. And this really brings the house all together, and it really sets the standard high, because you got a bunch of other experienced builders, and they take absolutely hours to build their houses, and I'm building this house in only roughly 10 minutes, and this house looks absolutely amazing. Granted, that ain't the inside of the house, but most of the time they don't build the inside of the house either. And let me know if you guys want to see me building the inside of the house, if you guys want like tips on how to do the inside of the house, because I will be more than glad to make how to do the inside of your house tips. But now I'm just going around and putting all the doors on the house. And this is sometimes you want to vary what kind of doors you put on, but for this house I'm just going to put all the same, doing clean around the house. And now you want to build your porch on the bottom, and I would suggest using the same wood that you use for the beams, just to mix up the colors from the upstairs to the downstairs, because this is really what's going to make your house stand out. And now, as you can see, I'm just going to take this all the way around like we did on the top. And if you guys notice, when I was doing the front of the house, I brought it out some. That's because that's actually going to be the way that you come up onto the house. Because if you don't put a way to come up onto the house, then it's just going to look like it's floating, like what I said, and there's going to be really no way to come up and get onto the porch. So it really just brings your whole house together. And now what you want to do is, I finished building that. Now another good thing to do is to just fence it all off, because that's what's really going to set your house back, and that's what's really going to make your house different from other people's houses. And I see a lot of good builds where they could implicate fences going around the house, but they just don't put them in. And I don't know why they don't put them in. Maybe they don't like fences. I mean, if you don't like fences, you don't have to do this, but I think it just brings the whole house together and just sets the house back and makes it look way nicer. And sometimes I even take the fences down one other block, just to block off the bottom right there, so it actually looks like it's connected. But in today's video we're actually using half slabs, so I can't actually do that. But sometimes it's nice to put it actually underneath the porch, so it actually looks like you have some lattice going around your house. So just knock that off. Sometimes you'll mess up when you're building these fences, but it's alright, because you can just fix it and put it right back. And about the whole decor around the house, like the trees and whatnot, I didn't really put anything because I'm actually playing in the Skyrim texture pack, and it already got a lot of that built out. So what I would suggest, if you're doing this on a so flat, is you would want to just put that around your house to really make it not pop as much, because if you don't put it around, it won't set the house back and it won't make the house look nice. But if you do put it around your house, it'll set it back. It'll make people think that you put a lot of work into your house, and it'll really make people appreciate what you have built. And that's why I'm changing the colors also, because if they're just taking a look, like I said, at one color, then nobody's gonna like it. Nobody ever likes just one color. They like it when it's mixed up and when you have variations. And that's what really makes your build stand out, and that's what really makes your build look professional. And like I said, I see some people spend absolutely hours building a house, and it don't turn out this nice. And you can build this house in this way in about 10 minutes, and it just looks absolutely amazing, the build. And like I said, if you guys want to see me do the inside, just say it down in the comment section below, and I'll actually show you guys how to make the inside of your house look nicer too, because I know some absolutely amazing ways to make the inside of your house actually pop and stand out from other people's houses. And it don't take that much time. People actually, like, building in Minecraft is so hard, and it's going to take you absolutely hours. It don't have to. It only has to take a couple minutes. And I don't know where they get off with saying that building in Minecraft takes so long, because you don't really have to take that long to build. And like I said, I built this building in about 10 minutes roughly, and it looks absolutely amazing. Now this has to be one of the most important things, is you actually got to put stuff around the house. Whoa, that was way too big. You got to put stuff around the house, and sometimes it don't match up. I don't know why it ain't giving me another one of those. These actually look like banners, and that's why I like the Skyrim pack, is because it actually makes it look like a banner. But we might just have to forget about it. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it, so I'll just keep the one bannered. But it absolutely, this is the thing that defines your house, is what you put around it. And for this, I'm just going to be using some simple things because I don't want to go too extreme, because I know a lot of you guys are playing in survival and you guys won't be able to get the most expensive stuff, but the people that's playing in creative, go absolutely crazy with your house. You don't have to stop where I'm stopping. You don't have to build it exactly how I'm building. I'm trying to show you the way to make your house nice. I'm not trying to show you how to build the exact house. Like I said, just take some of these tips and make a house way better than mine. Make a house that way outshines my house. And I believe in you. I believe that you can do it if you believe you can do it. So you just put these blocks around your house. Just really make it stand out. Make it your own. Don't try to copy other people, because if you copy other people, then you won't be happy with it. Nobody else will be happy with it. You'll just be one big copycat, and nobody likes somebody that copies. I mean, if you want to go off and you want to try to build this exact house, it's easy. Like I said, it's easy to build. Some people take absolutely hours trying to build these kind of houses, and they just can't build them. The houses turn out and they just look like a block. This house is simple. It got nice designs. It looks old. I mean, it just looks absolutely amazing. In this video, I actually didn't. I wish I would have changed the texture pack so you guys could have seen it in the actual Minecraft and seen what it looked like. I was playing in the Skyrim pack just because I was heading, like I said, for that old Western look. But like I said, if you guys just take the time out, you guys actually design this place, you could build this place in maybe 5 minutes. I mean, you're not limited. I was limited right now on time because I only had so much time to build it. But I'm saying if you put the extra 10 minutes into this house, that you'd have probably turned out with a way better looking house. And I might go back and put some more finishing touches onto this, like a swimming pool or something like that, just to really make it look nice. I might put a horse and buggy out front. I might do some other stuff to make it look really nice. But as you guys can see, I built that in less than 10 minutes. And just how nice it looks. And it's always nice to build a campfire outside the house. Like I said, I'm wanting to build some more stuff around it. Let me know if you guys want to see how to build a horse and buggy. But just put these around the house. And boom, now we have a campfire. And now everybody can come out here and gather around. Whoa, that's burning up. I didn't think it would burn like that. I might have to move the seating back some. But as you can see, this house just looks absolutely amazing. And it only took me around 10 minutes to build. I believe that you can do it. If, like I said, if you put an extra 10 minutes into the house, you might be able to build a house that looks way nicer than this house. And way, better than this house could ever be. But if you wanted to, you could probably just build the whole house in like 5 minutes. But like I said, I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like with chests and everything around it. Wanted to show you guys some of the tips and tricks of how to make banners and whatnot. I'd really suggest you guys playing in the Skyrim pack. That's an absolutely amazing pack. And if you are playing in the default Skyrim land, then it actually comes with castles and everything already pre-built. But like I said, let me know if you guys actually want to see me make the inside of the house, or if you guys want to see me make like designs outside the house, like the horse and buggies and swimming pools and whatnot. But as always, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.